Hello and welcome. My name is Nicole Kendrick and I'm a beauty guide for LimeLife by Alcone. It's a beautiful day here in central Pennsylvania, but it is hot and humid, and I mention that simply because today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial from start to finish, and I'm going to be incorporating a lot of my favorite products from LimeLife by Alcone, most of them which are waterproof. And that's important because we don't want our makeup melting off of our face in this heat and humidity. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of them with you today, a lot of those waterproof products that really beat the heat, and they don't run, they don't smudge. They do a really great job in this heat and humidity. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I did clean my face, and I also applied my serums and my moisturizers. The two serums that I applied to start were Sotoks and One Drop Wonder. These two products are absolutely amazing. I would recommend them to just about anybody looking for a skincare regimen. Sotoks is a serum and it's a tightener, brightener. A lot of people refer to this as Botox in a bottle for a reason. I also notice it really helps to decrease the appearance of hyperpigmentation. I do have some melasma up here and down here on my face, and this has done an amazing job at really decreasing the appearance of that. I also pair that with our face oil, One Drop Wonder. This oil is a face oil that comes with a medicine dropper. I simply use 1 drop of this in combination with my Sotoks, and it just helps to act as a catalyst or a booster, and it helps to take any product that you pair it with and allow it to work at a deeper cellular level in your skin, okay? After I use those two items, I then apply my due date, D-E-W, date. Due date is a face oil as well. I love applying this morning, night. I love applying this under my makeup. It helps to decrease inflammation, and it also helps to protect your skin from the environmental elements. I also love the way my makeup goes on over top of this due date. It gives your face a nice dewy glow once you're finished. And you will see that. Again, I already applied those products to my face. And then last but not least, the Perfect Sunscreen is our face sunscreen. I apply this religiously every morning before I apply my makeup. Not only is it SPF 30, but it also acts as a moisturizer and a makeup primer. So right there you get 3-in-1 out of one product. This stuff is really amazing, and I would recommend it for everyone because we all need to protect our skin from the sun. Even if you have SPF in your makeup, you still need a little more, okay? So this is a really great item. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my makeup, guys, okay? I'm going to do my complexion first. Okay, so again, I already prepped my skin for success, and that's really important when it comes to your makeup looking flawless. Okay, I have a Perfect Complexion palette from LimeLife by Alcone. This is what it looks like. This larger color here, that is my foundation. These two colors here are concealers. This is my lighter concealer, which I use for my highlight, and this is a darker concealer, which I use to contour because I love to cream contour. Okay, so here again, we have our cream foundation and we have our concealers. What's really important to remember about these products, they're wax-based. So they don't sink into your pores, they don't sink into fine lines. They sit on the top of the skin, and they help to blur out all of those fine lines and wrinkles. Not only that, but the foundation is 50% pigmented, which is huge. The concealers are actually a little bit more than 50% pigmented. And the concealers are actually labeled as waterproof and sweatproof. Incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do my complexion first. I always start with my eye area. I start with a small brush like so, and I go into this highlight color right here. Okay. And what I do, I start here at the base of the middle of my eyebrows, and I just shape out my eyebrows to start. The reason I do this is because this gives me my highlight for my eyeshadow. So I always start by carving out my eyebrows. Okay. Then I always go up in between my eyebrows as well. That's an area that I always like to highlight. And then I go above my eyebrows as well. And again, these are super pigmented. They go on so nicely, and that due date really helps to allow these to kind of glide on your skin nicely as well. Okay. All right. And don't worry, because it's all going to be blended. Then I switch over to a larger flat brush like so. And again, I push that into my highlight, and I simply highlight above my eyes, on my eyelids. This is going to be my eyeshadow primer. And I do the same underneath my eyes. I do have bags. I like a bright under eye, so I always go under my eyes, especially the inner and outer corner with my highlight. Okay. All right, then I also highlight here on the bridge of my nose. That's an area that you want to have a nice highlight. I go down here above my lip, and I go down here on my chin. Okay. Okay, so those are all the areas of highlight. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with my foundation brush. This is the number 17 brush by LimeLife. These brushes are amazing. They're weighted, great quality brushes. Love them, just absolutely love them. This one I really like because it gives a nice sheer application of my makeup. If you want to go a little heavier on the coverage, you can certainly use a beauty blender. That actually gives a little bit more coverage, but I like that sheer coverage, especially for the summertime and for an everyday look. So now I go into my foundation color right here, and I just swirl this brush inside my foundation, and I just lightly take it and I swirl over my face. Again, this is nice and light, and just look at that coverage. Isn't that amazing? Okay, just like that. And then I do the same to the other side. Okay. And I do pull down here onto my neck a little bit, and I always go back onto my ears just to make sure everything's nice and seamless and blended. Just look at that coverage. It always blows me away. And again, this is a sheer coverage, so this isn't even a heavy coverage. And it really does a great job. Okay. All right. Now, I do love to contour. So I'm going to go in with that cream contour shade right there. And I always use my 4th digit of my hand. And I use this dark color, and I start here. I find my cheekbone, and I start there, and I just pull down. All right, so this is going to be my cream contour shade. And I do the same over here. I know it kind of looks scary now, but it will blend out really nicely, and you're about to see. And then I have a larger forehead, so I always do some contouring up here next to my hairline, and I pull down some just to give a nice contour to my face. Okay, and I do the same along my jawline. And then I even go on the sides of my nose, just because it helps your nose to give you the appearance of a thinner nose. And then if you go underneath, it helps your nose to appear shorter. Okay. So there's my contour, my highlight. I'm now going to take a damp beauty blender. This is our Blenderful. I love this Blenderful. It is latex free. Not only that, I love the texture that it gives. It's a very close texture to what your actual texture of your skin is. And I find that it does not absorb as much product as typical beauty blenders. So this is a really, really great tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start blending. I'm going to start with my highlight, my lightest color, and work into my foundation, and then last my contour. And I'm just pressing this into the skin. I'm just pressing my concealers into my skin. Okay, so those are my areas, and under my eyes, those are my areas of highlight, concealer. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start blending in where my foundation is. And I am going to take my foundation here and put a little bit in my blender. I have a little blemish there that I want to cover up. It's better. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now I'm going to go into my contour. Let's start up here along my hairline. I'm going to push this in and pull it up. Just pulling this up into my hairline. Okay. And then I'm going to actually go here into this next contour area, and I'm pulling this up as well. I don't want to be pulling this down. I always want to kind of pull up, and I pull up toward my ear. And I'm pressing it at the same time. Okay, and the same over here. And again, these concealers are waterproof, sweatproof, so as far as them, melting off your face, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then the sides of your nose, because I did put some contour shade there and underneath, and then under my jawline. And I like to pull that down some. Okay. What's that? Look at that, guys. There you go. Okay. It's a real pretty contour. And I feel like I can still touch my face. It's not sticky. Even though it's 50% pigmented, it's wax-based. It goes on so nicely and my skin feels like skin. That's really the best part. It is recommended that you always set your cream foundation and your concealers with a powder. We have a translucent powder, which is exactly what it says it is. It's a translucent powder. But I like to contour with our colored powders. I have 3 colors simply because, again, if I like to wear these alone, which sometimes I do, I then have my 3 options, which is my highlight, my main foundation color, and my contour color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup with my colored powders. And I'm going to use more of a fluffy brush to do that. I'm going to start with that lighter highlight color. And I'm going to put that everywhere that I put my highlight. So this is, again, setting my foundation. Start up there and around my eye, okay, with that highlight shade. And I'm just pressing these in. You can even do like a rolling technique to just press them in. And this just adds as well to that blurring effect of the foundation. These powders really are amazing. So easy to work with too. The powders are like butter. They blend so nicely. You really can't mess up with them. It would be really hard to mess up just because they do blend so well. And then I went down here, up here. Okay. Then I'm going to go into my main foundation color. And I'm going to put that everywhere that I have a main foundation shade. Of course, up here. Come down onto the neck a little bit. Okay, and then so let's say, I could stop there, but let's say I want to use that contour shade over my already contour shade of my cream concealer. You could certainly do that. So just a little bit, I would only recommend a little, and just kind of press that in. Same over here, press that in. And then just simply blend it out. Just like that. And again on the sides of the nose. And you can go down here on your jawline. Okay, well, there we have it. So now we have our cream foundation and concealer applied, our powder to set everything. And we're finished with the complexion. Moving on. We're going to move on to the eyes. Okay, that's next. I don't do a lot with my eyebrows. My eyebrows are microbladed and shaded, so I kind of leave those be. Actually, I think what we'll do, if I have it down here, I'm not sure I do. I thought I brought it. I have a really great clear brow gel that works really well at just kind of taking those brow hairs and giving them more of a laminated appearance and just kind of taming them a little bit. I don't think I have it with me right now, but it's a really great product. And it actually comes in light, medium, and dark shades as well. So I'm just going to go ahead right into my eyeshadows. This is a eyeshadow palette from LimeLife by Alcone. This is a custom palette. This is one that I actually designed myself. They do have palettes that are already designed by makeup artists that are based on your eye color. So if you're somebody that really isn't sure what color to choose, they kind of take the guesswork out of it by already having pre-made palettes for your eye color. So I always go in to start with a shade that is close to my natural skin tone, just to kind of transition all of my other colors. So I'm going to start with this color right here. And I just press, I'm using a larger fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just pressing my brush into that shade. I always tap off. And I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelid and above. I do have hooded eyes, so I'm sure to go above that hooded area just so that you still see my eyeshadow color when my eyes are open. Let's do the same over here. Okay. All right. Then I always go in after that, and again, this is like my everyday makeup application, a barely there makeup application that you can kind of just wear every day to work, wherever you wish. So then I always go in with this darker shade of brown right here in the corner, and I press my brush into that, tap off. This I press into the outer corner of my eye to start because it is a darker shade, and I just work by pressing it in first, and then once I get that pressed in, then I start to blend. And I go in light circular motions. You're always allowing your brushes to do the work. It helps to hold the brush toward the end as well to give that nice light application. Okay. And we'll go over to this side. And you can make these are buildable, 100% buildable. Again, the eyeshadows are also very pigmented. And again, blend like butter. They're amazing. All the powders are great. I do love the eyeshadows. The pigments are just incredible. And you, like I said, you can blend and build as much as you want, depending on how dark you want the color. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Pretty good. Then my handy dandy fourth digit of my right hand. I always use this color here in the corner called Green Boat, and I press my finger into that and I apply that to this inner corner of my eyelid and I blend upwards. Okay. Hear my dog's barking in the background. Then I press this into the corner of my eyes as well. Just like that. Okay. So real pretty subtle brown eyeshadow application. Okay. Now next, eyeliner. I'm actually just gonna take this eyeshadow brush here and just make sure that that's blended nicely there in the middle. Okay, now eyeliner. I have a duo eyeliner from LimeLife by Alcone. This is amazing. It's gel eyeliner in a pencil. This is AM PM. It's a duo, so it has two colors. We have a variety of colors as well. I like the AM PM simply because I like the black for my upper waterline, and I like to use the nude lighter color for my lower waterline just to give my eyes that more open appearance. So these are waterproof, sweatproof as well. So they're great. Once they're on, they do not budge, they don't move. Your eyeliner will be the same place at night as it is in the morning. I've never had an eyeliner that's so great, ever. So again, it's a pencil, it's gel based. I go up here along my waterline, just like that. And again, it just gives your eyelashes that fuller appearance by doing this. Okay. And then again, I always take the nude and I go down here on my lower lash line or waterline, like that. That. Okay. And it just, it opens your eyes up. Just gives it that wide open appearance. And then to finish that look, I use waterproof mascara. This is Making Waves waterproof mascara. I love this stuff. I use it every day, even if I'm not going to be outside in the heat and the humidity or swimming or in water. I use it anyway because I love how full it makes my lashes look, and it gives them just this added length that's just incredible for a mascara. I'm going to just curl my eyelashes here before I do this. Okay. I will start with my lower lash line, just so that when I look down and do this, it doesn't transfer onto my upper lid if I do my top first. Okay. You just have to look at this mirror here beneath me. And I'm going to come back to that one because you can apply as many applications of this as you want to build the volume and the length of your eyelashes if you wish. So I usually always go back to each of my eyelashes and at least apply 2 coats of this mascara. Okay. There we have it. There it is. So yeah, that's really amazing. I did get some, I think some transferred there onto my upper lash, my upper lid. You don't have very long to get that off because once it's on, it's on. Okay, let me just fix that. Yeah, if you're looking for a really great waterproof mascara, this is definitely one to consider. Okay. All right, and last but not least, we're going to do some lips. Lip liners. These are great. They are self-sharpening, which I just find to be amazing. So the lid screws off. You get a tip here. Okay, let's see if you can see that. This is a little dull, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this. It's going to click. When it clicks, it sharpens, and it comes out with a brand new tip. Just love these. They're incredible. I've been in love with these ever since the first time I tried them. And I'm just going to line my lips here. This is the shade Honey. It's a real pretty color. Down here. I do overline a little bit on my lips because my lips are smaller. The light back on. Okay. pretty good. Then, after I use my lip liner, and I always pull it up into my lip a little bit too, it just allows your lip products to adhere and actually stay on longer, which is really great. So I'm going to use the Enduring Lip Color Creme Brulee. It's a really pretty pink color, and it looks really great with this honey lip liner as well. Our Enduring lip liners, they go on as a liquid, they dry matte. Okay. Super easy to use, beautiful shades. And there again, the staying power of these lip products are just incredible. Hours. Pretty color. Okay, and then I give that a few seconds to sit, and then I'm going to apply some lip gloss with that Enduring lip color. My lip glosses, I always apply these just to the center of my lips to give it that more of a pouty look and really bring your lips out and make them appear larger. The lip glosses are really amazing too. They're beautiful. Look at that bling. They also come with a small mirror, which I find just so charming. And they smell like cupcakes. They smell good enough to eat. And there's many shades of these as well, and they're all really great. And you can wear them with your lip products, or you can wear them alone. Oh, they smell so good. Okay, there we have it. Finished. So there you go. Isn't that beautiful? And again, I don't have to worry about my makeup melting off my face if I go outside in this heat and humidity. I really don't. These products are meant to stay. The waterproof effects are waterproof. So I think you'd be really impressed with the staying power of this makeup. All right, and last but not least, to finish everything and to kind of lock and load your makeup and allow it to stay all day, I'm going to use our setting spray. This is a 16-hour spray. This is Time Setter Makeup Finish. We also have one for oily skin called Oil Strike. But again, this is just the Time Setter Makeup Finishing Spray. And I would recommend everyone use finishing spray. And just do a few squirts, a few sprays, and just let that dry. And it's so nice and cooling on your face. And again, that's just going to lock and load your makeup and give it that extra staying power. Okay, so there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great